Hello! So, Telling Tales, April Fool's in Love, a novella, chapter 13. If you have not kept up, go to the description. There's a link to the playlist. You can get caught up, get all the story. This is the final chapter. This is the end. And I hope you enjoy it. Chapter 13, Tuesday, April 1st. At last, the day for the King of Fools contest had come. The giant stage erected on the beach had an electric buzz that dwarfed spring break. The crowds murmured as usual. No one knew all the different tricks that had been played, as the main announcement would be the winner. 6 judges sat at tables and fervently argued for their favorites. They reached a decision in less than 30 minutes. A tall man with chocolate brown hair climbed the side steps onto the stage. After careful deliberation, the judges have chosen the winner of the King of Fools contest this year. We have 2 winners. Would Esther Cern and Ezekiel Dupont come up, please? Esther walked up to the stage. Her eyes darted around. Zeke's not here, but we didn't submit an application. Her voice could be heard over the microphone. Oh, Ezekiel filled out the application online. He barely made the deadline. His booming voice rang out from the speakers. According to this, the plan was to fool everyone, not just in the school, but the whole town, into believing you 2 were a real couple, while you actually were only pretending. The announcer gave a dramatic flourish. Voices rippled through the crowd. I knew it! Told ya! I don't believe it! Settle down, everyone, the announcer smiled. I must say, we haven't had a fooling this good in years. You 2 certainly earned this There's more to the story. Zeke's voice cut across the crowd. Esther scanned the throng. The announcer put the microphone to his mouth and spoke, but had been cut off. He glared at the tower where the AV booth resided and gestured angrily. Zeke lowered his binoculars and smirked. Thanks, Jake. He whispered to the AV master control. It was time for him to make his big entrance. I owe you big time. Cue it. Earth Angel by Marvin Berry and the Starlighters played. Zeke stepped to the ledge of the booth and draped his jacket over one of the cables that connected the booth to the stage. Grabbing the end of his coat, he zip-lined past the crowd and sand. He leapt off at the last moment, landing upon the wooden stage. If you don't mind, he grabbed the mic from the announcer and gave a thumbs up to his buddy in the AV booth. The goal was to fool everyone, the school, our families, everyone that saw us, but in the end, he locked eyes with Esther. We only fooled 2 people. She stood there still as a statue. Zeke. Her voice barely carried over the music and the crowd. He drew near. I try to make sure others get what they want, but now it's my turn. As the song ended, he lifted the microphone to his lips. But I've been a fool, in love with you. He dropped the mic. Tears streamed down Esther's face as she ran to him. Zeke dipped her, and their lips met. The music faded, the audience cheers muffled. He had been a doofus for too long. He would not let his Cinderella disappear again. This was their first real kiss. The other full of lies and pretense, but this one was straight from the heart. When the kiss broke, he held her still in the dip, her eyes gazing into his. Zeke. Her whole body quivered in his arms. Princess, your chariot awaits. He scooped her up and carried her off the stage. Where are we going? She laid her head against his chest. The sound of feet followed. On a real date, we have a lot of lost time to make up for. He continued toward his vehicle, despite the group fast on his heels. That is, if you'll go out with me. He stopped. Esther reddened. How can a girl say no after that? Can we go to our place? Zeke sat her in the truck passenger seat and ran to his side as a furious Lucy and a raged Damien and cheerleaders and track team led the charge. Once shut safely inside the cab, he revved the engine. Our place? Amour folle. She entwined her hands with his upon the middle armrest. His heart filled with happiness at her touch. Of course, my love. He drove away from the mob. I love you. She squeezed his hand. Her gaze darted between him and the windshield before her, head lowered. He stopped at a red light and chuckled with a delight that echoed his contented heart. Did I ever tell you how beautiful you are when you go lobster? She laughed. Shut up and drive. Your will, Princess Angel, is my command. And there you have it. That's it. That is the final chapter, and as the author, I'm gonna be so honest, I see all my mistakes and it rubs me such the wrong way. I'm like, goodness. So I hope people do enjoy it. I've had a couple people comment that they liked it, and some friends and family, but hopefully people can enjoy this and overlook the mistakes and can just get to the story and get pleasure out of it. So because there is a little bit more in here, I don't know why there is a blank page. That's kind of weird, but I'm going to read the bio. So Kim's bio: born and raised Texan and eclectic writer, Kimberly Brown has always been creating stories, but ever since she watched a movie and wished the story had gone different, she decided to write her own tales. Well, that's funny, telling tales. Wow, I didn't even think about that. To her online writing group, she is known by her pseudonym, GuardianWolfKim, a name born from her fascination with angels and wolves. Her goal is to let the world experience all wonder and love through immersive and fantastic stories that mirror the greatest story of all, the tale of God's everlasting love through epic battles of warfare between light and dark. To connect with Kimberly Brown, email her at guardianwolfkim@icloud.com or visit her website at guardianwolfkim.com. Amanda's bio. Amanda Marie is a teacher, author, and ghostwriter. Born and raised in Ohio, currently living in Dallas. Passionate about health and fitness, seeing new places and meeting new faces. If you'd like to connect with Amanda, email her at amandamariebooks@gmail.com or visit amandamarie.about.me. And that is it. That is the end of that. And I don't know. I may actually make a sequel. Romance is not my typical genre, but I kind of want to dig in more than a novella will allow. And so, yep. We'll see about that. We'll see how that goes, and please comment. Let me know what you think, and if you like the book, share it. Share it with a friend. You can share the whole playlist and let them listen to it and let them comment so I can get some feedback. Until next time. Bye.